just wanted to make a super quick video about how I use my GOODNOTES app. So on the home screen you can make different categories. So today I'm going to be working in my Med-Surg category and we are in week 7. I'm going to make a new notebook for my stroke PowerPoint notes, which is what we went over on Monday in class. Something that I like is how you can choose different layouts for the paper that you're writing on. You can choose plain, you can choose the narrow ruled paper or wide ruled. I personally use the wide quad ruled paper because it helps me write so much neater than I would on even ruled paper. So I make different headings for my notes. So I go into Over, which is a free app that you can use, and I choose extra wide, and I just create a text for whatever we're going over. So like I said, this week we're going over stroke. They have a bunch of different fonts that you can use for free, and even some that you can pay for if that's something you want to do. So I'm going to go back and choose the first one that I saw, and you can go in and make it bigger. You can use different colors. I think I'm going to use blue just because, I don't know, I just feel like using blue today. So I can make it bigger and then add a shadow to it. So you can do all sorts of cool stuff in this app. Once you decide on what you want your header to look like, you can go to the top right and click share, and then I just hit copy, and then I go back to my GoodNotes app and click and hold and hit paste, and there it is. So you can readjust it however you want to, and now you have a cute header for your notes. Something I did want to show you guys was how I use my PowerPoint app. So I will download my lecture to the PowerPoint, and I will actually use the split screen feature on the new iOS, which I think everyone should try, because I can have my PowerPoint on one side of the screen and have my notes on the other, and it just makes it so much easier for recopying my notes. I learned best by rewriting my notes. And the whole reason I got the iPad with the GoodNotes was because I would rewrite my notes so many times, and I would have huge stacks of paper, and it would just be an unorganized mess, and it would drive me nuts. So this, I found, just makes it super easy for rewriting my notes and keeping them all in one place. And also I can categorize them by week, and then I'll always have them with me. So one of the features that I like using when I'm taking my notes is in the top right corner. It's the one that's highlighted right now. It looks like a little square box with a pencil. And this allows me to zoom in and write super straight, super neat. And as you're writing, that little blue box will pop up, and you just start writing in that blue box, and it just moves you over to the next area in the screen, so you don't have to zoom out and rewrite and all that stuff. So this is super cool because I can keep writing. Once I get to the end of the line, it'll actually bring me down to the next line automatically if I just start writing in that blue highlighted box that pops up. So as you're taking notes in the GoodNotes app, you can select different sizing of the utensil that you're writing with. I don't remember what size that I set mine to. I think it's 2.5, but you can actually customize the different sizes that you have in your presets. So things that are important or things that are a different title on each slide, I'll make bigger. I'll highlight it sometimes, or I'll resize it to make it in the middle of everything or smaller. So this is just what I'm doing here with the highlighter. Shown you guys how to use the split screen app, I'm actually just going to go and close this out and use GoodNotes full screen so you guys can see a little bit more of what it looks like. And I'm just going to continue to take notes. When I do this, I'll pull up my PowerPoint on my laptop and just have it right next to me as I'm taking notes. So a feature that I really like is the Lasso Tool. It's up in the middle toolbar and you can circle anything that's on your screen. You can move it up and down. Something that I just recently found out was that you could change the color. So I usually use this if I want to make a special note of something, or if I think that's something that will be on the test, I'll just change the color of it while I'm studying. I also like this tool because you can circle maybe your headers that you use for different PowerPoint slides. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can reposition it anywhere on the screen that you like. So usually I just make different title slides bigger so I can know where a new slide began and where one ended. To the next slide, and we're talking about risk factors for stroke. So I'm going to change the size of my pen, and I'm going to write this title for this slide a little bigger just so I know that we're talking about something different now, and if later on I want to go back and skim my notes, I know where the risk factors are and it pops right out at me. Icon. It's on the top right and it's the one that's highlighted right now, and you can use your lasso tool to change the color of it, and you can also hit copy and then go down and hit paste and it will copy that exact image. So I use that when I want to make different kinds of bullet points under my headers. Again, my lasso tool is coming in clutch, so I can select a block of text and move it up. I don't know why I skipped a line there, but I did. I am super particular about my notes, which is another reason why I love GoodNotes, because even if I messed up on one line, I would throw it away and start all over, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's just how I am. So this has been super helpful with me saving paper and keeping everything in one spot. And even once my class is over, I always have this saved on my iCloud drive, so I can go back and look it up whenever I'm reviewing for a proctored exam or eventually for the NCLEX. So you can create a new page in your notes by just swiping right and use your Lasso Tool to copy your big header on your last paper and then copy and paste. Adjust it however you like, and then just start writing your notes wherever you left off. So one last thing I did want to show you guys was how I use my split screen on my iPad to make it easier to drag and drop pictures from my PowerPoint over into my notes. So I'll just split the screen and you can literally click and hold or do copy and paste and drag it right across the screen, and voila, it's right in your notes, and it makes it super easy. If you're more of a visual person, I use this with pictures and charts and everything else that's included, just so I have a break from all the text and I can reinforce my learning with pictures. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this slide of notes. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys have any questions about anything else. I will upload another video as I figure out more cool tricks.